Well, hello everybody, welcome back down into my dungeon. Today we are starting with the Darwin table. Those of you who checked out yesterday's video about something eating my kale seedlings are kind of aware of what I'm dealing with right now. But I have to say, I am viciously disappointed in whatever critter has decided this is fair play, because it's not. Look at this. Look at my Darwin table. Yeah. How about we start with the Santa Fe Grande seedlings that were in here. You know, that one that was right there yesterday, and I think there were a couple here. Pretty sure. You know what else is missing? It's the Sugar Rush peach pepper that I had cut open and was drying the seeds from. Oh wait, there it is. There's pepper seeds all over the table. Oh, there's my pepper. I guess it was too hot for our little friend. I hope he burns on it. Or she. I don't want to be sexist. Pain to whoever's in here. I don't care what gender they are. So luckily, these seedlings, still covered. Not sprouting up yet, but that's probably in their best interest right now. How about the rest of the seeds from the dehydrator, huh? How special is that? I'm sure you can only imagine just how happy I was to see this moments ago coming downstairs. Oh, very, very thrilled. Here's one of the ones that I rescued out of there yesterday. You'll notice it is no longer with us. Remember those little tiny basils I had? Apparently whatever it is, it's got a taste for basil. So, I am not a happy bear. What's most fascinating about this, though, is that this thing must be coming from somewhere. I see no rodent scat, because it's, you know, more socially acceptable than poo, but I said it anyway. So anyway, I see no rodent poo anywhere on the table. I don't see how an insect could have dug down into the soil like that and left me this particular mess. So I mean, that screams something with, like, claws, paws. You know, I don't know how that happened, but very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. I mean, I was finally getting a good start, right? But it's got to come from somewhere. Nothing over here seems to have been nibbled on. Of course, none of these are food plants. That might have something to do with it. But I mean, generally, pepper tops aren't considered, like the greens are not considered food plants, right? These greens are fine. I mean, they're fading because they're having some nutrient issues, but they're not being nibbled. This one, I think maybe is. There's a suspicious end right there. Suspicious end right there. Okay, so the Darwin table appears to be entirely at risk. I see no signs of nibbling on any of the nice, top quality aquaponic grown herbs here in the garden here. You know, like, this is all me harvesting this stuff for the chickens. Yeah, a bit of a, looks like a nutrient deficiency going on here too. Might be time to bump it up here on the ponics a bit. But my point is, I don't see anything being consumed by unwelcome, unfriendly types. So, I don't know what's going on. I took the purple basil plant out of here. This is not a rodent issue. I don't know, but I'm not happy. Here's another shade of interesting. You know, all of the little pepper transplants, I got some of them out from the dehydrator. I mean, these are unknown pepper types, but we know they grew here. But anyway, the ones that got transferred out, and you would think this would be a much more, I don't know, conductive environment to rodent dining. They can hop right in there, they can stand around, they can eat. I mean, that's dirt I spilled. You don't see anything nibbled on or dumped over or anything here yet. So I don't know. Sages are doing fine, those peppers are doing fine. But whatever it is decided to mow on the Darwin table. Not cool. Mentioned the other day, though, I was doing some rearranging. Here's the ginger that just won't die. Comes back every winter. The oregano, I brought it up from the Darwin table. Maybe saved its life that way, I don't know. Lifted up the fluorescence. So I'm going to have to, I want to fiddle around with the lights down here still, but Kel Surprise. Rearrange the pitcher plant a little bit. Hopefully create a bit more of a barrier here to anything trying to get in on my pepper seedlings. Got Rex holding up a different part of the plant. There's that one picture he was holding up before. Got Got another one just stretching over the edge here. This is really interesting. I hope that it does well after being transferred. I kind of got it tied up with a little bit of rope here. Not too tight though. I don't want to damage the plant. It's just more of a sling than anything else. We've got up here on the houseplant shelf. I'm attempting to root an aloe stem. If anybody has successfully done that before, please let me know how you did it, and or if you know of a good video that demonstrates a good way to get her done. Found a little solar powered swinging bear down there that Shocks gave me years ago. It is nice to know that this particular LED has enough oomph to power a little solar panel. It's always kind of been a good sign to me that maybe your lights will do well for your plants. Here's that zebra looking aloe. That attempt did not go well, which is tragic. But on the upside, the plant that we took that from, doing much better. So you win some, you lose some. It is what it is. And then looking down here at the overwintered and such garden, the raspberries. Still nothing showing any signs of life in there yet, but we've got, that looks to me much more like a pepper seedling than a tomato seedling, and so does that one down there. This here, I have no idea. Some incredibly long seed leaves in that though. Almost wondering, like, carrot maybe? I don't know. My little pine trees. Getting on time to take this upstairs, put a Christmas bauble on it. Surviving El Oro de Ecuador plant. I have started bringing a cup of water over here and paintbrushing the aphids into it, which I can't remember which of you suggested that, but it's a brilliant idea and has been working very, very well for me, so thank you very much for that. The mouse melon over in the corner there, and 2 surviving sugar rush options. My Trinidad scorpion yellow there on the right. I just don't know what's going on with that plant, but hey, as long as it's surviving, pretty happy about that. Move the sage out. Hopefully a little more light will be good for it. I don't know. And here's the rosemary. You can see where the back half of it was covered by the shelf. So that was clearly not a good idea. Hopefully it will come back. Got some new growth on the tips here, so yeah, I'm very hopeful. And then, you know, coffee tree, Dieffenbachia. The lemon is doing great since it's been down here. So maybe this will actually grow up for me now that it's got somewhere to reach to. Should have thought of that one a couple years ago. The strangest little Dieffenbachia in the world. But whatever. It's happy. It's growing. These shelves still desperately need coat of white paint. I got lots of lots of little projects to keep myself busy this winter, you know? So for the most part, it's a really exciting start to the 2019 garden season. Aside from now that I have conquered the aphids, I have a whole new level of pest predation to deal with. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go find me some mouse traps or something. I like the idea of a trail cam that was suggested. Very cute, but outside of my budget at the moment. So yeah. Odds are, if I catch the rodent, you'll probably find it in one of those Chickens Try videos, because I'm a firm believer in recycling. So, yes. And chickens are, after all, little dinos. They'll eat anything. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. They don't seem to like orange peels, but I'm not surprised. Anywho, that's about it for today. I have got to do something with the Darwin table there. I may start with putting some hot pepper powder on there, or some ground black pepper, so that whatever goes sniffing around there may get discouraged. But then again, I don't really want it running around checking out everything else. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very much open to suggestions down below. Please throw them into the comments, and I will see you guys next time, I guess. Yeah, take care, everybody.